first bout of the evening. We've got Andy Claar taking on Roger Andy Anderson. Very exciting bout. Andy Anderson is 1-1-0, and Andy Claar is 0-2-0. Going to be a nice fight coming in at 140 pounds. Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, to call in the fighters. Andy Anderson coming into stranglehold by one of my favorite rock stars, the Nuge. I was seeing if you knew it.
Ted Nugent.
It is
yes,
the Nuge.
I'm sorry.
A killer among himself. Andy Anderson coming out of, I believe, Stout Training, Pittsburgh.
Yes, this is Team Hunzo Gracie Pittsburgh. Warren Stout's in his corner. Mike Wilkins, you can see right there.
Hashtag, who is Mike Wilkins?
Mike Wilkins is a guy who I think you're going to hear a lot from at 155. He's going to be fighting for, I believe, a Gladiators 55 belt at the pro level pretty soon. And probably moving beyond. I mean, maybe UFC aspirations for that guy.
I could see it. Andy Anderson's last fight was a win versus Ian Masters via first-round guillotine choke at Gladiators of the Cage in August of 2014.
I'll say this, Hunzo Gracie Pittsburgh does not put people in a cage who are not prepared to be there.
Absolutely. Let's go over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, to introduce our second fighter. Andy Claar making his way to the cage. Andy Claar's last fight was a loss versus Charles Deal in July of 2010. I'll say it again, 2010.
Wow.
Yeah, that's almost 5 years ago since he's actually been in the cage.
Well, let's hope he's put those 5 years into rigorous training.
His first fight was a loss via triangle choke in February of 2010. So basically he's 0-2-0, but it's been 5 years since his last fight. We never know what's going to happen with that kind of a gap in opponents.
So he's a completely different fighter. Who knows who the man is now? 5 years is a universe of difference in this sport.
Absolutely. Things move fast in mixed martial arts. Very, very fast. People change. Techniques change. People get older. They get stronger. They get different. Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next event is in the Gladiators of the Cage amateur bantamweight division. Call it for 3 2-minute rounds. First introducing, fighting in the blue corner. He weighed in at 140 pounds. He stands 5 feet 7 inches, 26 years of age, with a 1-1 record. He fights for Stout Training Pittsburgh and Hunzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu and MMA from Flint, Michigan, Andy Anderson. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 142 pounds. He stands 5'11", 26 years of age, with an 0-2 record. He fights for Dignum Brumbaugh MMA from Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania, Andy Claar. Your referee, Bill McClure.
So what we really have right now is a showdown between two well-established camps in the Pennsylvania area. We have Dignum Brumbaugh MMA taking on Stout Training Pittsburgh in these two fighters.
And two Andys. Battle of the Andes.
Andy. Wow, nice stiff jab from Claar. Immediately going for the takedown is Anderson.
Anderson pushing him against the fence, and
Get it right, Mike.
oh,
Wow, those shots hardly
looked like he
missed.
tagged him.
Andy Anderson going for that takedown
Anderson
once
looks
again.
to be shot here, has a single, and gets him down, and they're fighting for top position. Anderson on top.
And I think Anderson's going to get the pass. Beautiful position for a
Looks
pass.
like he will. Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
my Lord.
no triangle applied here.
Wow, Andy Claar has a deep and tight triangle arm across the neck.
And that is
the
it.
tap. Wow.
That is a huge win for Claar.
And Hunzo Gracie is pissed.
I cannot even explain how big this is. Beating a Hunzo Gracie fighter in the first 30 seconds of the fight with a triangle choke, that is enormous.
Andy Claar has changed his game. My word.
Now, I will say this. Andy Anderson made a huge error there Andy Anderson thought he was going to pass, left the arm in, and just ignored the triangle defense. And you know what? Claar has long legs, and he sealed the deal right there.
You know, I can only hope that we get to take a look at that instant replay, Mike. Here we see Andy Anderson going for that single leg takedown, and I will point out where it went wrong.
Right here, see, he has that arm in, and the one arm is out. He is in perfect position to
he
triangle.
left Clar's right leg alone.
Claar
that
throws
right
that
leg,
back over, and bang, he can't get the knee
Wow.
in, and instead the triangle occurs. Pushes the arm across, textbook.
Textbook. Amazing. I really am impressed by Andy Claar. I think I see big things going on for him taking down an opponent like that. Let's send it over to our ring announcer, Dan Bogan, for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, at only 45 seconds of round one, your winner by tap out by the triangle choke, fighting out of the red corner, Andy Claar! Andy, I don't know, was that quick or sudden? You did not waste any time, my friend. Tell us how it happened.
No, sir, I didn't waste any time whatsoever. Knew he was a game opponent, and came out here prepared for it, so here we are.
Who do you want to thank?
I would like to thank Jason Dignan, Byron Broombaugh, all the guys, the team Dignan, Travis Weiland, for coming out for my fight, my father, my family over there, and most importantly, I'd like to dedicate this fight to my grandfather, who passed away a little over a year ago. This fight is definitely for him, and I know he's watching from up top.
I suspect he's looking down with a lot of pride, my friend. Congratulations, let's hear it for Andy Claar. His new motto, if you blink, you'll miss his fight.
Well, in the Battle of the Andes, we know who the Claar winner is. Now let's go to commercial.
You did it. You did it. How about a word from our sponsors?